Hello viewers, welcome to Quick Mind. The second test is going to begin in 1.5 hours time. Last test England won quite comprehensively. This match India will be fighting back to stay in the series as well as the International Test Championship. So this will be very crucial for India's success. This match they have to win to level the series. What will be the teams, what will be the pitch, and what will be the strategy? This is what we are going to discuss. Before that, I would request you to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Also, give you a thumbs up to this video if you like it. So don't forget to click on the bell notification to get instant updates as soon as I post a new video. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay, England won the first test and they'll be in good positions to start the test on paper. But they have injury worries. Jimmy Anderson will not be available because of some injury concerns. That'll be a big blow for England because you remember on the fifth day that one over turned the match in England's favour. If Rahane and Shubman Gill played for another 30 overs, the match would have been a different result, maybe a draw. So you never know when Shubman Gill and Virat Kohli together, maybe they would have won the match on that day. They were playing very positive cricket before Shubman Gill got out to in swinging delivery. Okay, so this is about Anderson. Now Chris Broad has been inducted into the final 11. So what will be the performance of Chris Broad? Will he be effective in Indian wickets? The answer is no. If you take the last three series, his performance is not up to the mark when you compare his performance in English conditions. In English conditions, the ball will move and also seam off the wicket. So, because of his height, he could generate that extra bounce and the swing and as well as the seam of the wicket. So, he was very penetrative on the seaming wickets. But when you take the Indian wickets, there will be a lot of time to play of the back foot or the front foot. So the batsman has enough time to adjust to the pace and the swing. But in Indian wickets, the ball doesn't seem that much. So Chris Broad uses his shoulder more to generate that seam movement of the wicket. But in Indian conditions, as soon as the ball pitches, the ball comes very slow. It is not like English wicket. So in that case, taking Broad in these conditions will not give any benefit to English team. Now the question is, will India win the toss? That is the $1 million question. Last time we lost the match because we lost the toss. Once any team wins a toss in the Chennai conditions, they will win the match. So it is very difficult for the bowlers to take wickets in the first 2 days. That is the history of Chennai wicket. So whoever is going to win the toss, they are going to bat. So hope the luck is in Virat's favor. Now coming to the pitch. Last match, the pitch didn't do much in the first 3 days. The pitch started to take spin on the fag end of the third day. So now, what will be the India strategy? Last match they took Nadeem, Shabash Nadeem. He was not penetrative. I think they have to bring in Kuldeep Yadav to add some extra zip of the wicket because of his unorthodox bowling, left arm Chinaman. It will cause problems to English batsmen. If they fail to read Kuldeep's action, definitely English batsmen will have tough time. It's always better to bring in variety into the team, into the bowling attack to give more balance to the Indian team. So they have to bring in Akshar Patel to give extra bowling options as well as batting option because they have to sacrifice Washington Sundar in that case. So that will be hard on Washington Sundar. That is a youngster, he has got a lot of chance, so he'll be for the future. But the winning combination is very important for the team. Okay, coming to the strategy, Virat Kohli is under a lot of pressure in his captaincy, so he has to win this test. It is pressure to India, so they have to level the series 1-1 in order to stay alive in the Test Championship as well as in this series. So it is going to be a very big task for Virat Kohli to come back from this situation. India has done before, but remember in Australia we did under Rahane, not under Kohli. Kohli's captaincy is different from Rahane's captaincy. His field placements are different from Rahane's field placements. That is the cause of worry for me. So Kohli has to bug up. He has to calm down a bit. He has to think in terms of what India needs session by session, not by following his old ways of being aggressive, setting aggressive fields without getting fruits. So that is not going to help. And so they have to play according to the situations. So if they do it, I think they have to score big. Rohit Sharma has to fire in this match. Otherwise, if the opening stand is going to lose within 15 runs every match, we are going to be in a deep trouble. So opening partnership in Indian wickets is a crucial thing. In those days, we used to have Gautam Gambhir and Virendra Sehwag. They used to give 100 runs solid partnership, at least 60 runs solid partnership without losing the wicket. And they faced the new ball and the batsman coming after Virendra Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir, Rahul Dravid was solid to play defensive and they used to score big. Now it's time for the openers to fire. So Shubman Gill has become a good opener for India, but if Rohit Sharma is going to fail this match, they have to bring in Mayank Agarwal again or KL Rahul. KL Rahul will be the best bet for in Indian conditions because he's got good technique, he can score quick, and also it adds balance to the team. But Rohit Sharma, he has to cut down instincts. His outside off stump is a cause of worry. Every time he is getting outside the off stump. That is not good for his technique. So he has to bug up his technique. Unless otherwise he works on the outside off stump, it is going to be very difficult for him to survive in the moving condition as well as the ball in the new ball. So hope he works out. Hope he talks to the batting coach and works out. He has to bring the back leg across in order to get more time to play off the back foot or the front foot. So he cannot stand and defend the ball. So it will take the edge. So he is also playing the spinners around the ball. He has to play along with his pad. Last time when he got out, he was playing around the ball instead of playing with the face of the bat. That is another technique he has to work on. Always I have seen him, he's trying to play over the covers instead of playing in the V, that is mid on and mid off. So another technical flaw he has to work out while facing the spin. In Indian conditions, he cannot play around the ball. So he has to play straight with the pads and bat together. He cannot give effort to play around the ball trying to place in the covers or gully, which is waste of time in Indian conditions. So this is what I want to convey. So it's going to be a very interesting test match in Chennai. After a long gap, Chennai has received 2 test matches consecutively. It never happened in the history of placing matches in India. So Chennai, it's for the first time Chennai is receiving 2 test matches consecutively to be played in MH Chidambaram Stadium. So hope you like this video.